Hey, what's going on, guys? I just got back from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and no, that's not my family. I'm sure they're very nice people. I decided to record a video of all the brand new merch in Galaxy's Edge, and boy, this video is so much bigger than I thought it would be. I thought that there would only be a few items that were new at all the different shops and little carts in Galaxy's Edge, but I was way off. So I got an up-close look at the newest, life-size Loth cat that they have, animatronic Yoda, and also their current selection of legacy lightsabers. I did make a video earlier in 2025 covering every single piece of merchandise in all of the stores, and I'll put a link to that video at the very end of this one to make it easy for you guys. And real quick before I start this video, I've got to give a shout out to my personal shopper, Eugene Champagne. He's a family man, I vouch for him, he can get you anything you want from the Disney parks. Hit him up on Facebook. So right when you walk in the park, it's really easy just to mosey on over to the First Order cargo for all of you super fans of Stormtroopers. I know some of you are out there somewhere. Now these little figure guys, I saw a few different kinds scattered around Disney Park. I think I found an Anakin and Obi-Wan Battle of Heroes set, and they did have a normal Stormtrooper, and this is a Shock Baton Trooper. So I don't think I saw him on my last trip. Wanted to check him out. And this guy is going for $39.95. Does have some taglines. I don't think he lights up, just in case you were wondering. Always kind of changing it up with the art in the different shops in Galaxy's Edge. Pretty interesting, but the artwork is really cool, and I can appreciate that it's matted. Really good quality, something you could put right on your wall, and it doesn't just look like a kind of a cheap poster, for example. Death Trooper helmet. What is that, $149? There were helmets all over Galaxy's Edge. Just wait. They're scattered everywhere. They're all about helmets, which is kind of peculiar because I don't believe they let you wear them in the park. I don't think they want you covering your face, but you probably are allowed to wear the X-Wing helmets where you can actually see your face. Does that sound accurate? Let me know down in the comments if I'm off with that. Very unique. I haven't seen a Loungefly backpack turned into a Stormtrooper helmet. And this one's going for, was that $39? Wow, that's kind of a steal, man. I flashed the price so quick. Didn't want to knock over that mug there. There we go. A very unique backpack for all you Star Wars fans out there. And again, of course, they're not out of anything that I notice. I mean, tons of blankets, mugs, t-shirts, all the cool stuff. But this way you can get a look. You can pause, take screenshots, and check out all the merch that you've been looking for in Galaxy's Edge. I do think that is a new backpack. Let's check that out. Darth Vader with kind of like a flat stitched lightsaber. And I think they're all Loungefly all the time. $90 for that one. We probably lowballed that Stormtrooper. Maybe, I don't think that was on sale, but maybe my eyes didn't catch the right price there. These translucent Stormtrooper mugs, kind of cool. You should be able to see the different colors of drinks you have inside of them. $24.99. I'm not sure if you could catch. You could freeze it real quick if you needed to check if these were dishwasher safe. I'd probably wash them by hand because that's just how I roll. I like to take care of my stuff. Don't want it getting scratched up or, paint chipping off or warped or anything like that. And these lightsaber keychains, I heard these were kind of a hot commodity, but personally, I'm maybe a little bit more of a minimalist. I don't want a lot of huge chains on my keys and stuff that I carry around, but they do have a ton of different sabers. I know that for sure. Luke, Anakin, Obi-Wan, all that stuff. A lot of pins to choose from, which is cool. Got some First Order flags if you want to put one of those on your desk for decoration. Again, more cool art. This style of artist, I think he also made these different unique kind of style of figures just down below here. After we get past the shirt, boom, right there. I don't think the saber lights up. Darth Vader figure. He looks like more of a statue, and I don't think he moves, and there's a bit about the artist there. And I think the price tag was blank, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like the same type of art from the Disney Infinity video game. I'm not sure if you guys caught that, but they had a whole Star Wars series of the sequel films, and they still made figures of all the characters, Vader and Boba Fett and Luke and all of them, Yoda. Kind of a fun game I played with my younglings when they were a little bit younger. Roosevelt's RSLVTS, very cool and unique shirt. They have 1,000 wicked cool patterns from all kinds of IPs, especially Disney and Star Wars. And this is one of the more name brand types of shirts that you're going to see in the parks. And I did find the price tag, and I believe it was a bit on the higher side. You're going to pay for that name brand Is that $80? And I think that was even a reduced price compared to what it was before. Pretty unique Death Star ornament for all of you huge fans out there who might have a Star Wars tree. Pretty cool. I almost kind of want to weather it a little bit. I don't do a lot of weathering myself, but you know, has that blown glass, classic Christmas look to it. And if we just scooch on over here, they have the First Order probe droid, which you do see inside of the Rise of the Resistance attraction. $75. And I think I tested out right here. When you press the button, it lights up, the head rotates. I'd actually, from memory, I don't remember seeing like a very vivid up-close look of the First Order probe droids in the film, but it is a pretty cool and unique, much larger than most action figures, you know, coming from the Droid Depot. That'd be a pretty unique decoration to have on your desk. And this poor chrome statue has been there from the beginning of time. I don't think they can't give those things away. I kind of feel bad for it, to be honest. And they still have, I think, plenty in stock of... I'm actually surprised that they have so many of the Kylo Ren cracked, the Rise of Skywalker helmet. I mean, these helmets on Etsy, before Disney started making them, were going for $700-800. So $150, and the helmet pulls apart, kind of has a stretchy appearance to it. I actually did a review video on that helmet. I'll put that down in the description for you guys if you're curious. But they have all the Kylo officially licensed Disney costume components, the belt, the shirt, and the cape. But that helmet, I'm surprised it's still there. I think that was released around D23. But we've seen all these different outfit pieces in my previous videos. Hell, you guys out there, sometimes we can get a little bit too wrapped up in our job, friends, and hobbies, and unfortunately that can cause us to lose sight of the most important person in our lives. This video is sponsored by The Sovereign Man, a transformative men's coaching program with the goal of keeping marriages and families together. There's a link down in the description to take you to a 10-day challenge. I took the 10-day challenge and I learned so much about myself, my wife, and my marriage that it blew my mind. And I reached out to the Sovereign Man Project to sponsor my videos because I believe that they really are helping to keep families together. So go make sure to check out The Sovereign Man on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. All right, let's head on over to the Droid Depot, which is one of those unassuming stores where I found a ton of new merchandise, all droids, all the time. So if you're a C-3PO, R2-D2, BB-8 fan, there's going to be tons of cool stuff for you to pick up. So just, you know, in December, they were still celebrating their 70th anniversary of Disneyland. So I saw a bunch of these little R2 70th action figures, super colorful. I think they had kind of an 80s theme to it. And I know they made bigger ones, but I think they may be sold out. If you have any info on that, leave a comment in the description for me. I appreciate it. What a darling little R2 dress. $49 for that one. Even has kind of a glittery sheen to it for your younglings. A very cartoony style R2 backpack. What's that price there? What do we got? Like $40, I think. I have to hand it to Disney. They do make a huge variety of treasures. So there's something for everyone. And they still even make these little wind-up toys that are bots. I don't recognize this one. If you guys do, tell me in the comments. That's one of the reasons why I love Star Wars so much, is that every time I watch the movie, I see things I have never seen before. Oh, here's an in-person without the plastic, up close of the First Order probe droid that they have for sale. Head moves, makes some beeps and boops. I don't know if it does anything more than that. And these smaller R2 bowls comes with a set of 3. Caught my eye. Going for $50 for the set of 3, whether you want to make, you know, popcorn, yogurt, or maybe some cereal, a little bit more fun. I've told you guys in the past that one of my favorite things, oh, there goes a cup, is my huge R2 bowl. It's probably made for salad or something, but it's my popcorn bowl. I love eating out of it for Star Wars movies, and I love it. It's like maybe one of the most ridiculous Star Wars collectibles or, you know, things that I own. And then this came out of nowhere. We got some Oga's Cantina merch. They probably couldn't find a better place to put this stuff. We got kind of the floppy style hat. Let's try to get a price here. $32 for that. Not absurd, you know. And they had some of these very unique Oga's glasses to make your cocktail hour a little bit more in universe. This one looks more martini. And I think there was, there you go, with the logo, more of that, the beer style glass down below. So I was kind of surprised to see that inside of the droid shop, but they still have coasters, those nice tumblers with kind of a clay rustic look to them. And we got some little Rexes, nothing crazy. They do have, this is also new, the pit droid. They used to have a larger pit droid, and this is a smaller version. Looks weathered, has some variation to the color and texture to it. Looks like got some wires and a wrench, some accessories, and did make some cute sounds when you press the button. But I actually kind of wanted to pick up one of the bigger ones, just didn't pull the trigger on it. Probably too late now. And Disney is famous for always giving you treasures, taking them away, and then you realize how badly you really wanted them. Looks like they still have plenty of C-3PO heads. I think I did a review on that too. One of the cooler, very unique collectibles that they have. Got a t-shirt with our favorite Protocol and Astromech droids. And down here, thought this was kind of neat for any younglings or maybe any of you fans out there. Your 3 favorite Star Wars droids all in one box, individually, have their own little battery powers, and each of them talk. I wonder if they talk to each other. I don't know if it said anything on the box about that. But super fun. Maybe if your younglings are feeling super bored waiting in line for Rise of the Resistance, pick one of those up for them. It'll keep them entertained for maybe an hour. And big surprise, no huge shortage in voice chips. But I know a lot of you fans out there are still building droids at the Droid Depot, and a lot of you still haven't even gotten a chance to go yet. I think it's been out, open for 5 or 6 years, and building a droid is still one of the top most searched topics about Galaxy's Edge. What kind of fun mugs do we have for $28? A Gonk droid hobbling around Tatooine. I'm definitely going to bet my money that that is a hand wash only mug. These have actually been pretty popular around the Disney parks. A lot of different variations with different Disney characters at the different stores of this metal canteen water bottle jug with a large case to hold a phone and maybe your car keys or something like that. Kind of a nifty idea. Droid Depot tumbler. Yes, please. Sign me up. $27.99 for the Droid tumbler. And yes, this is a large, glorious R2-D2 cookie jar. Don't get caught with your hand in the jar. $50 for the R2 jar. I swear, every time I'm here, there's tons of new shirts. Although I don't really see a lot of Droid shirts around the park. And I didn't see the larger remote-controlled version of the 70th R2 droid. But plenty of the action figures that I think are the 6-inch Star Wars scale. Hey, that's a pretty cool hat there of R2. Lots of different variations and styles of droid hats and shirts. Still, and I'm glad they still have the R2-D2 traditional droids for sale. I hope they never sell out of those because there's a lot of fans that are just getting, every day I'm sure fans are going to Galaxy's Edge for their first time. And that's a really cool, large metal, kind of an advertisement poster decoration for $50. Another unique hat design for all you droid heads out there. Jean jackets, they've got a little bit of everything, I'm telling you. Watch out, ladies, I'm filming here. Just kidding. And I can't tell if this is a new bag. It looks new to me with the, kind of a soft plastic window to take a look at your droid buddy on your back as you explore Galaxy's Edge. I remember when Galaxy's Edge first opened, they were advertising that if your droid is on and as you walk around the park, that it reacts to different things, that it'll freak out if stormtroopers are nearby. And I thought that was a really cool feature. That front little design on the front there, pocket, looks like cords could come out of it. I don't know what kind of cords you would need to come out. If you know, let me know down in the comments. Why not take a walk up to Rise of the Resistance to take a look at all the merch at the different kiosks they have right there by the entrance. Don't get me started on riding the ride. I'm a little cheesed that they took away the fast passes for them, and it was not open during the early morning magic hour when you are staying at a Disney resort hotel. Not very cool. I've been doing a good job at not buying this. I kind of wanted the original trilogy one with Obi-Wan and Luke. And I don't know where I'd put it. I don't need an extra Falcon, but I still kind of want it. I'm not going to lie. Lots of pins always with the lanyard. Let's take a closer look here. Feel free to, freeze frame the video, take a snapshot. Got those lightsaber keychains, look like Luke, Mace Windu. That's a pretty cool Falcon shirt, except it has that gray around the neck cuff. And that's definitely a different kind of t-shirt look, a little bit more 80s if that's your style. They've always got tons of Poe helmets. And we got the Rey and BB-8 Galaxy's Edge shirt. How much is that going for? About $40. Lots of different shirt designs, kind of a tattered, forest green Falcon hat. I could go for that look. The large patch look, though, is a bit different. Got shirts for the younglings, a different kind of patch hat. Join the Resistance. All these pins looked new to me, at least since I had been there back in March. And these are new. They're these very large metal magnets. Probably for your refrigerator. I'm not sure what else you'd magnetize them to, but lots of stuff. Maybe like a toolbox, for example, but some pretty cool designs. I think we saw that Resistance backpack in a different store. And these sweatshirts, very soft. Large Resistance there, Rebellion emblem. Lots of different t-shirt styles so everyone could find their favorite. These communicators, I don't think they're new, and from memory, doesn't Lando wear one of these on his wrist in Cloud City? But if they are real walkie-talkies, what a cool old school toy for your younglings. Get them off their phones, get them off your phone, send them out in the backyard with some walkie-talkies. They're going to have a fun time, I guarantee it. Sweet Falcon mug. Why did I not pick that up? That was a foul. I got to call my personal shopper, which I mentioned in the beginning of the video. Eugene Champagne on Facebook can get you any of this stuff, mail it directly to your house. He just asks for a small and very fair commission. $70 to wear bright orange, look like a Resistance pilot. And over here by the cash register, a few more extra pins. Very cool. We got Luke, Yoda, Rey, Ahsoka, different backgrounds, and priceless. Thanks a lot, Disney. Trying to make a video here, people. I actually kind of like that dark Falcon shirt. I could go for that. Glad they have lots of sweatshirts. Again, it's like I went with just recently. It was very cold. And those are all the characters that you could see at any given time, I believe, in Galaxy's Edge. Let me know down in the comments. Did you guys ever check out the Galaxy's Edge comic book that had a bunch of different short stories? I think I read the book where they combined the comics together. And I think they also had a novel, too, of some different stories of the newer character, that gal with the blue hair, I think. $50 for that Galaxy's Edge sweatshirt. Not an awful price, Got a couple blue sabers. And I swear every time I'm here, they're selling a different kind of plastic Falcon toy, but looks cool. The back lights up, the ramp drops down, comes with 4 characters. Again, these all are the exact same style of design of the Disney Infinity game, which if you haven't tried it, it's discontinued, but you can probably still find it out there. It's a really fun co-op game. It's a bit more, I guess you could say, childish, but still a good time, especially if any of your younglings are just learning video games, and it's much more friendly to them. You got black on black as the Resistance shirt. And a few more items here to wrap up the kiosks over by the entrance to Rise of the Resistance. Beware of those helmets. I don't recommend them. If you can find a Black Series pilot helmet, those I think come with better padding. And the ones they sell in Galaxy's Edge have like a plastic rim that goes around your head. Not very forgiving. As we walk into the market, over here in the corner, I want to take a look. They sometimes have different items. They still have Luke's T-16 Skyhoppers. A few new Toydarian stuffies for all of you stuffy fanatics out there. Bo-Katan. And I believe these porgs, I don't think we've seen them in the movie. Maybe they're in one of the animated shows, but the light-colored porgs, I believe, are baby porgs. And these are new. Nesting dolls of, as you can tell, the pattern, they're all bounty hunters, leading up to Boba being the biggest one. Most of them, I think all of them, are in that scene with Darth Vader in Empire. Oh, this is new too. Nix. This is Nix, K-Vess's best friend, who can do so much cool stuff in the Star Wars Outlaws video game. I highly recommend checking that out if you haven't already. Don't listen to all the bad news about it. It's a lot of fun. Squeeze. Oh, I see. All right. Very cute little guy. Cool.
Usually it goes. They'll look in his eyes and close his eyes.
Wow, and he blinks?
And he blinks.
Awesome. Very cool. Thanks, Mary. Appreciate it. So thanks to Mary, we found out that Nix purrs, blinks its eyes, and if you squeeze under his chin, opens his mouth. Very neat and unique new addition to the creature stall. Creatures who are all orphaned, Star Wars creatures who need a home. So this is quite a mystery. They discontinued the original Bantha dolls, and I found this guy, but he's missing something. Does this guy have legs?
No. Well, nubs.
He's got little nubs. Why does he only have nubs?
I do not know.
Huh. He's almost like a Bantha football or something.
Right.
You want to go long, Mary? I'll pass you a Bantha. I'm just kidding.
I'm pretty good at catching.
Old Banthas have been discontinued. So I'm a little surprised Mary didn't know this, but it's actually supposed to be a Bantha baby. The babies have these little nubs and not legs. Fun fact. Oh, it's a Mace Windu. Like I mentioned, more very in-universe looking dolls or stuffies from the Toydarian Toymaker stall. Look at all the figures. Let me know in the comments if you see any new ones yourself. I know that little blue guy is from the kids animated series. The Ewok, I'm not gonna lie, pretty cute. So just above these older metal AT and Falcons, we have a new set of aliens from the Cantina. They look like they're about the 3.75-inch Star Wars traditional action figure size. Oh, this guy's new too. We'll take a closer look at him in just a minute, but these new, it looks like a Rock'em Sock'em robot, this wooden moving and bendable Darth Vader's new, and also Max Rebo from the band in Jabba's Palace from Return of the Jedi. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for showing me that. And now you are reminded of why I don't play the original audio for my merch videos. He's like a wind-up toy that also is kind of like a music box and plays like a funky little song from his Max Rebo band. And this wooden crate dragon, I believe, is also new to the Toydarian Toymaker shop. This guy is pretty cute, little Ewok, different than the one we saw earlier, and his feet are kind of flat and weighted so he can actually stand on your desk. Plenty of all the, oh, we have a couple of those Bantha babies, and the same stuffies that have been there for I think at least the last couple of years. Let's head back out into the market. Where are we headed? I did just take a look inside of the Black Spire Outfitters. They still have the two very cool different camouflage cloaks from Return of the Jedi with the different patterns. That one's going for $80. I know Leia wears one and Luke or Han. No, Han has the jacket. Luke wears the other one. And the other one has a really cool kind of a greebly on the front, very in-universe, even though it's kind of a flap. I'll show you here in just a moment. But as you can tell, the design's a bit darker, and there's that greebly. Pretty unique. And this is what the Han Solo vest and shirt look like on this mannequin, which I haven't seen before, but this is what it looks like together as a combo in case you were wondering. But unfortunately, there were no other cloaks or Jedi robes that were new in the Outfitters. And just in case you didn't know the name of this little tchotchke store in the corner here, it's Jewels of Bith. And I am kicking myself a little bit for not picking up this kind of a cool, in my opinion, black on black, Black Spire Outpost jersey type shirt. I think this is definitely the same style of Disney shirts that you've seen all over the park, except they have like stripes on the front with the Black Spire Outpost logo on the chest. But it's kind of like the Star Wars version of the larger Disneyland logo jersey style shirts that I saw all over the park, and I do think have a little bit more of a masculine design to them. Boom! New pins. Freeze the video. Take a closer look if you want. Got to keep moving, covering other stuff, but I think all these pins are pretty new. And this is the limited edition Galaxy's Edge pin with Rey and Kylo for, I believe they're celebrating the 25th anniversary of Disney pin trading. They've probably made officially 1 million different pins. I'm kidding, but I'm not. Boom, 20 for this little guy. I think that's a new hat up there. Two new styles on the top 2 shelves there. Always appreciate the Star Wars versions of art that are like pre-matted and ready to be framed. Great for a group photo, 4x6. What's that going for? I think that's also kind of new, $34.99. Not awful. And I think this ornament is new, with the whole gang escaping out of the asteroid worm in the Falcon. Super fun, memorable scene from the movie, and you can relive the giant ugly space worm on your Christmas tree year after year. Oh, poor Rey. They can't give those ornaments away. I think those are 2 or 3 years old. Lots of pins. Again, feel free to take a quick screenshot if you want to take a closer look. And some more in-universe, kind of generic, necklaces and bracelets. And yes, we have finally made it to everybody's favorite store, Dok Ondar's Den of Antiquities. Let's go take a look and see what kind of new treasures they have in our favorite lightsaber store. Definitely not Ahsoka outfits. These have been here for quite a few seasons, but I'm glad they still have them. For all of you Ahsoka fans who are maybe new to Galaxy's Edge, this artwork though, beautiful artwork, is new, matted with that very cool silver highlight around the picture frame there. I told you guys, helmets everywhere. All kinds of helmets, clones, Death Trooper, Sand Trooper, and of course I think these are all Black series by the way, and the Vader with the red eyes, who I know was in the Kenobi series, and some people say he did have red eyes in the original trilogy, even though it's impossible to tell, in my opinion. We saw the Kylo outfit earlier in the Stormtrooper store. They have more over here. Not my favorite outfit of Kylo Ren, but and I always kind of thought that vest, the color of it was a little bit off. I feel like he always wore black, but maybe it was gray. Let me know down in the comments. Very cool Darth Maul shirt. Was he the Phantom or the Menace or both? Let me know in the comments. And I haven't got to see this up close in person. The Stranger, Kyber, helmet, Black Series edition. I looked it up online. Kind of cool. This does light up when it's upside down and turns off when you put it on your head. Really neat details of the inside of the helmet when you're wearing it. So it is electronic. And if there is a voice changer, you know, they probably work a little bit, but not like groundbreaking electronics are being used here. If you want to, kind of funny, they sell so many helmets in Galaxy's Edge, but I really don't think you're allowed to wear them. I think the cast members may stop you because I don't think you're allowed to cover your face when you're in the Disney parks. Mugs, dark sabers, and we got Ahsoka type figures. Looks like they still have plenty of those Camtonos. Now, when these first came out, they had tons of currency from all the different planets, but I didn't see that on this trip. So I asked the cast members, and all the sabers you see here in the case are the ones they are currently selling. If you don't see it, it's not available at this time. Not to say that it's discontinued, but at least they don't currently have it at the moment. And again, this is Disneyland over in California. Just a reminder, not the Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios. Still have 2 box sets, the Ren and Ki-Adi-Mundi. Those are probably going to be around for a while. I'm actually still kind of impressed. They made an entire Saber box set over a character that most fans didn't know existed. See Kylo, Rey, Cal Kestis, the Ren, Luke Vader, and Anakin Padawan. Very cool. They were selling that individually. And as you can tell, there's no shortage of holocrons. These are probably all the 2.0 version. I think I did a review on that like a while back. Jedi robes are aplenty, and I think this backpack might be new. Has a very like military-esque style to it. Got some patches. There is a flap. I'm always looking for the laptop flap because I'm always working on videos, always bringing a laptop with me. It does have kind of a flimsy flap to it. Doesn't look extra protective for your electronics, but does look in universe. Got down below there, we saw some Jedi Padawan sabers. Very inexpensive souvenir for your younglings. And so I asked a cast member to help me take a close look and figure out this electronic Yoda.
Boop. It's not doing anything.
Clearing your mind, are you? Or is this a question you wish to ask?
Am I going to have a good day today? Want to be tickled? Want to be tickled? Want me to stroke?
Stay and help you. I will.
Is he feeling the Force? Did he go to sleep? He's really old Yoda. He's senior citizen Yoda. He fell asleep.
He's probably a little tired.
All right, but his head kind of has a neat rubbery skin feel to it. Okay, maybe he'll wake up later. So I think the batteries were low on that little guy, but it sounded like you could ask him questions like an 8-ball, and he would give you a bunch of fun yes or no type answers. So pretty interesting new piece of merch to their collection. And very cool Black Series 6-inch Anakin and Clone Trooper. And I'm still having trouble spotting where in the galaxy these cups belong. I think they came from Naboo. That's my guess. And we have a list of all the jewelry that they have available, and they are going for a pretty penny. All right, guys, that concludes the entire merch walkthrough covering the new stuff in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Thank you again for watching to the end of my video. I greatly appreciate it. Please subscribe and like if you enjoyed this video. And as always, guys, take care, be safe, and have an awesome Star Wars day. See you in the next video.